I want every one of you to remember these three words. Nigerians, we are no more. Southeasterners and Southerners, we cannot become. And Biafrans, we must be.
A servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. We are live and we are direct this very morning, afternoon, or night, depending on where you are. And we start this very day by making it abundantly clear that the greatest enemy of a black man is the way that we reason. If not that the way we reason is very, very abhorrent, there is no need or reason why we should be suffering and complaining every blessed day without the courage to do something about it.
Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you to this amazing program. Please, kindly like and share this program to all platforms. Share to family and friends. Share to everyone that is close to you. This information is coming to you from the platform that is under the United States of Biafra. The United States of Biafra under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, and on the Supreme Command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Today, under the leadership of the Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Please watch closely to the video I'm about to play when we'll talk about the irredeemable situation of Nigeria. Some of you do not understand. Simply because we are commenting on the social media, you don't believe us. But I want you to get information that are coming from their conventional media. The irredeemable situation of Nigeria is overwhelming, and the end of the zoo has come. It doesn't matter what you think about it. It doesn't matter what you believe. The truth remains that Nigeria has ended and there is no going back. Wherever you are as a Biafran, the earlier you begin to support the independence of the United States of Biafra, the better for you. And if you are from other regions, the earlier you begin to support your own region, the better for you. Biafra is not your problem. Let's watch.
They don't know what they are doing, Abi. They don't know. Let them continue to pretend. Let them continue to pretend. One thing I'm very sure, if man does not avenge this evil, God will. God will definitely will, whether they like it or not. What are you telling me? Go and read history. It has never happened that people get away with their evil. It has never happened. It has never happened.
President, former President Olusegun Obasanjo has stated that disinformation played a critical role
I had it in
fueling the Nigerian civil war. Yes. Warning that similar tactics are still being used by insurgent and violent groups across the country.
Exactly
today.
What I was saying.
He made the remarks on Wednesday at the 6th edition of the annual Nigerian Civil War Symposium by the Army War College, Nigeria. He says the role of disinformation in the Nigerian Civil War. According to the former president, he said that topic is highly relevant, especially in an era of asymmetric warfare, where weaker forces often use propaganda and misinformation to destabilize stronger opponents.
Exactly.
So he says that the same strategy is being employed by insurgents in the northeast and other violent groups in parts of Nigeria. He noted that tools such as propaganda, psychological warfare, false narratives remain effective weapons in asymmetric conflict and must be countered through informed public discourse and education. Barrister, yesterday I called you due to a particular situation that
somebody wrote a letter and all
yes,
that. Yes,
exactly.
I am not. In fact, I wasn't happy when I was not in this studio. I was expecting that matter so that we can discuss this in detail. We educate ourselves and educate Nigerians. I was not happy. I'm telling you, that matter is not a matter for phone call. Because, Esther, look at it this way. Why would such a letter even come up? The lecturer that wrote that letter, you mean she's not educated to defend herself? Why must you cry more than the bereaved? You took up a tweet that somebody posted. Esther, look at the type of post a lecturer, an educated person should put up, because Davido say he married an Igbo lady. So I was expecting that lecturer to tell me what he meant or what she meant by that post. Were you not expecting reaction? If you say all your family will marry Yoruba people, fine. But you put it out there.
Is it bad for her to put it out there?
Good.
It's just like how Davido put out his thoughts there.
Esther,
is it bad that she put out her thoughts there?
The insinuation is very obvious.
Well, anybody can insinuate anything, but not to start insulting, castigating her or whatnot, and threatening her.
Esther, that's what Obasanjo is saying. If you want the unity of this country, you should not even have done that. You should have encouraged Davido and say, it's good though, so that there will be unity in Nigeria. You married an Igbo lady, you people are having a good time.
You're saying her comments is divisive.
It's very, in fact, the thing is very dubious. She didn't do it. She didn't do it with a good motive. What are you saying? Okay, let her tell you that my family and myself, whenever I want to go and buy something in the market, we'll buy from Yoruba people. Whenever I want to enter any bus, it must be a Yoruba bus owned by a Yoruba man and a Yoruba driver. Whenever I want to live in a house, it must be a house built by a Yoruba man. I mean, let her continue like that now, since she wants to be clever.
Former President Obasanjo was in the front line of the Civil War. He was also part of those that made sure that the final stop in the East was actually surrendered to the federal government at the time under Gowon. So how come he just realized that lies caused it? Because if you remember Forsyth, one of the American journalists who followed the Biafran soldiers, he actually saw and witnessed all that happened. What was being transmitted from Lagos, that was not what the foot soldiers were doing. They did worse, yes. The order that was given is not what they were paid. They did more. They did terrible things. Former military administrator Babangida also made the same reference in his book, where orders were not carried out. The foot soldiers just went on a bloodbath and took over a lot of civilian territories, which obviously was spearheaded by propaganda and all disinformation and all that. Now we're having a situation where post the 2023 elections, or even before then, though, we've been seeing this disparity, but it has become more potent. And I remember asking yesterday, how do we resolve this?
It is from the
if Nigeria needs to move forward, if we need to move forward, you heard what the Chief of Defense Staff is saying. He's saying that we cannot be happy if the country is not stable. How can certain persons be expressing happiness if their country is unstable? And this is how it starts. So if Nigeria, as beautiful and peculiar as it is, has stayed united together for all this long, how would we allow different political ideologies and inclination divide the country further? It has become so personal that if you express yourself, if you make any opinion, it's tribalized. Somebody responds either with your tweet and say, oh, this person is from this region and that's why the person is speaking like this. And then you have aides who are also encouraging this. So, Barrister Darlington, how do we resolve this?
Esther,
It has gotten worse and it's not safe.
Esther, it takes two to tango. Esther, I have told Nigerians, I have told other ethnic groups, why not try to at least meet the Igbo man halfway? Nigeria will be a paradise. The way the Igbo man behave, his character, if other regions and other ethnic groups can imbibe it, Nigeria will be. We don't have time for all these things, Esther. I have said this several times, and I'm waiting for somebody to come and prove me wrong. We don't have time. It's not in our culture. Even this killing is not in our blood. We don't. Is that not a fact? Esther, please. Who would you call a friend? Is it somebody who will argue with you on an issue? Or somebody who will carry gun and shoot you without even thinking? Please, who's your friend here? I've been saying this and I don't know why people are not listening. People who don't want to even sit down and talk about a problem and discuss it so that you will know where you are going. And people who just carry gun without even knowing the enemy, they just kill you without thinking. Please, who is provocative here? Tell me who. We left all these things and we are chasing shadows. We are chasing shadows. Esther, you saw what happened during the last election. Generally, yes. Please, let me ask you, did you hear or see any Igbo group in the Southeast react? What they did to us here in Lagos? Did we react? I called Sanwo-Olu, Governor Sanwo-Olu, I said, probe that thing that happened from MC Oluomo and his fellow travel. Probe it so that there will not be a repeat.
Mbshell came out and apologized.
For what?
Said that he and Iyachukwudi are friends.
Please leave that thing. What he did was worse than what he's saying. What do you apologize what? All the people that died that they kept in the cooler. The Lagos Ibadan press buried the extent of damage they did to the Igbos here because of that election. They killed it.
We don't want to resurrect such sentiments.
Hold on.
Like I asked you a question, Barrister Darlington. How do we resolve this? Because what caused this woman's reaction to Davido was somebody wanted to make jest of him by saying that, oh, you are trying to publicly recognize the fact that you're from the southeast and or whatnot. The person made a derogatory comment in regards to that. And he responded by saying, I am Igbo by blood. Igbo runs in my blood. Now, again, some just listen. So this is the back and forth. This is how it has been happening. Some person spoke. You reply, and when you reply, it's your response that is taken out of context. So certain persons are stoking the polity, stoking the tension, and then when you respond to stoke it, now it's your response that is being taken. Nobody looks at what caused it. So my issue now is, how is this meant to be resolved? Because I remember that after the 2023 elections, where you had a Bayo Nanuga come out to make certain statements, this is where it became emboldened. Then obviously it now felt like a whole Peter Obi thing was like Igbo versus whatever, and there are real pressing issues. And that's why I asked you, at this point, we have coexisted for so long. Nigeria is a beautiful country. It's a unique country. I mean, it's not easy to have a country of more than 700 something ethnic groups coexist together in harmony and in unity with different cultural beliefs and practices and ideologies and even religion. So how come all of a sudden things have become this bad? And it's predominantly between the Igbos and the Yorubas. Why is that, and how do we resolve it? It's no longer about dredging up what happened in the past. We need to look for a way to move forward.
Esther, I keep asking you again, have the Igbo not moved on? When did you see us involved in these shenanigans? When? Please tell me. Did you see why I said that the Igbo man is the most peaceful, the most industrious and diligent ethnic group in Nigeria? I have said this severally, and nobody has come to say it's a lie. We don't have time for all this ethnic jingoism. We don't. It's not in our body. It's not in our culture. When I said this here, I was expecting someone to come and tell me any place where the Igbo man is going to go and dominate a particular ground and say it's my ground outside Igbo land. So you are studying how to resolve the issue. It is for these people who are doing this to emulate the character of the Igbo man. Who mind his business? Who mind his business? The Igbo man believes in what he can do with his hand and with his brain. If other people follow suit, will anybody kill anybody? Will anybody fight anybody? Why is it that they don't want to emulate the character of the Igbo man? Let them emulate him. This is a man who wherever he goes to, he wants to add value to that place. He wants to make progress in that place. He doesn't have time for all this nonsense. The people that are doing this, what are they doing it for? To make money. To make money. Like those people in a normal sense. If not that somebody wants to make money out of it, he now blew it up. How will that type of thing cause Igbo people? Let's assume they are the one that was even replying on
yes, there were threats. There were threats on her.
Good.
It shouldn't get to that point.
Esther,
what I'm saying is it shouldn't get to that point.
I keep telling you, let us look at what we can see physically. If you take care of the penny, the pounds will take care of itself. Anything on social media, you cannot verify. You don't know who is tweeting from anywhere. They can use Igbo name and even insult Igbo people. And you think it's an Igbo man that is doing it. These things happen. Esther, I can recreate you with AI. And people will see you talking. They believe it's Esther that said it because everything about you is there. That is how dangerous this thing has become. Why do you people want to dwell on these things? The first thing you should ask, is this the character of these people? That's the first thing. You left the real issue here, like I keep saying. Look at the physical thing the physical enemy that you can see with your two eyes. Address that enemy. Leave the social media. The social media is not your problem. It can never be. The physical enemy is here. Address him. Address him. Why did you leave your own country, your own region, to come here to come and kill me and my family? Is that not a very good question to ask somebody? Is that not a narrative we should be talking about? You left all those things. You are chasing shadows all over the place. Tell me, you mean this thing I'm saying now is not worthy to be discussed? That people left wherever they come from, even outside Nigeria, they came, surrounded your own region, and they are killing you. Some people cannot go to farm today. Esther, true or false?
True, very
because non-state actors that you won't know where they came from have taken over their farmland, and you dare not go to that farmland. If not, you will not come back. They saw all this in Esther. Is it Igbo man that caused it, Esther? Please tell me. Is it an Igbo man that caused all these things? Do you see why I'm very angry with these people? Is it an Igbo man that caused all this insecurity? Which is the main issue here in Nigeria today. I said, if you take care of the penny, the pound will take care of itself. Solve the bigger problem. Solve the bigger problem that is before you, staring at you in your face. You left it and you want to use the Igbo man to cover your incompetence. What the hell?
Barrister Darlington, you're national radio. You need to control your emotions.
Hold on.
You need to control your emotions. We're discussing issues.
I am telling you the solution. I am bringing the solution.
Darlington,
you don't want to listen to me.
You calm down. I'm listening to you.
The solution is that you meet me with the peaceful nature that I have.
Okay.
It takes two to tango. Since the Igbo man is known to be peaceful, he's known to man his business, he's known to be industrious and diligent. Why can't you copy that? And let me see how Nigeria will not move forward. Esther, please, is that not a solution? Tell me now, talk. But you now embrace people who are terrorists, carrying guns, killing people for nothing, no particular reason. Killing people all over the place. You left them. You are not talking about them. Every day you be looking for one small thing, one small minute thing. You blow it out of proportion. That the Igbos want to take over your land.
But it's not possible.
It's not possible. Oh, you are talking now.
If you look at the population, if you look at the population here, you definitely know it's not possible.
Oh, but look at how he blew it up now. Esther, look at how he blew it up. Look at what he said that letter. Very, very provocative. Don't you think that he's driving at something? He wants to make money.
Who wants to make money?
By writing that letter. Does it make sense to you? Does it make sense to you? Somebody wake up and say, Igbos want to take over they want to do your culture. This Esther, is there any time the Igbos say, Lagos, don't do your culture, don't do whatever?
They are saying that they should stop calling Lagos no man's land.
Who's doing that?
That Lagos is not no man's land.
God, Esther, please hold on.
That's what they always say.
Hold on, always.
That is
Esther,
wrong.
Listen, please. I don't want you to get me worked up now.
You're already worked up. I want you to speak.
The way you are talking, I don't like. Is that you are in cahoot with them? Please,
in cahoot with who?
Please, Esther. Was there any time in this Lagos that the Igbos gathered and held a meeting and say, from today, Lagos is the no man's land. Will not recognize.
They usually respond like that on social media. Some persons respond like that on social media.
And you are sure they are the Igbos. You have started again. You have started again. And you are sure the people doing this are the Igbos. Why not to look at how they behave physically? Maybe when you go to centers of business where the Igbos are in majority, go there and see whether they behave in such a manner. That is what I'm telling you. Leave social media alone. Anybody can use that to put the Igbo man in problem, and you are claiming that they only respond. Are you sure that the Igbo that are responding in such a manner, Esther? Are you sure? Can you take that into court? Can you verify it? Look at what you can see physically. From Ladipo's paper market to Computer Village, go there. Esther, how many times have they closed down the Ladipo's paper market by the Lagos State government? Did the Igbos riot and say no, we will not agree? They always obey what the government told them. We brought them here. They discussed about their leadership. They discussed how they obeyed, how they even paid the money that the Lagos State government asked them to pay. Is there any time the Igbos are fighting government in this Lagos, Esther? These are things you can verify physically. Every time you are referring me to, they always refer. Do you know who's on social media? Do you know who's talking from there?
All right, Barrister. So what is your solution?
My solution is that these people should stop and meet the Igbo man halfway. In our peaceful nature, we have moved on. We have moved on since after the war. Even the 3R, we don't even want it again. Let them take it. We don't want it. Is that not what is going on with the Igbo man? Why are you all people every time they will raise issues that are not there? You left the real issue and you are chasing the Igbo man up and down. Is it that happened during the last election, Esther? Did any of us react? Esther, did we react in any form or shape? Did we react? All the insults we have been receiving, did anybody respond from the southeast? These are things that will tell you that, yeah, this is how these people behave. They don't have time for all these things. Instead of you to look at it that way, you are talking rubbish.
Barrister, so you heard what former President Olusegun Obasanjo said as to how the military can tackle this, and the fact that it is imperative for us to not disinform, but we have proper communication. So what happened in the past does not happen again. For example, he said that the fratricidal conflict left an indelible mark on our nation's collective memory and continues to shape our identity. The war's complex causes, consequences, and lessons offer valuable insights for us all. Do you think what happened during that period, that we have forgotten how it took us years back? Do you think that we have not learned lessons? Is the Nigerian military not applying some form of strategy to learn from what transpired at the time? I don't know if you understand where he's coming from.
Look, where he's coming from is what you already know. Some people believe that if there are no crisis, they will not eat. Everyone down about orina crisis. That is, they feed from crisis. That is when they become active. Whenever there is crisis, you see them, they will lash on it. These people are here with us now in Nigeria. That's why you are hearing all this propaganda right, left, and center. And nobody have the political will to call them to order. Esther, you can see. Even the federal government is, in fact, is an accomplice in this particular issue. They did what they're supposed to do, and they are looking the other side while Rome is burning like Nero. Look at what is going on, especially in Benue. Is that not enough provocation? That people that are not Nigerians are coming to Nigeria to kill Nigerians, and the federal government have the temerity to tell us that these people are not Nigerians. So, are you serious? And what happens? Non-Nigerians came here to kill Nigerians, and the federal government and the military have the temerity and they got to tell us that story without doing anything. What does that tell you, Esther?
Right,
we have not learned. We have told you that history does not repeat it. It is men that repeat history. By the time this thing will get to where it will get to now, Esther, all the people that caused the problem, all of them, they will deny. They will leave for the Igbo man and put it on his head. That is why I'm saying it here now. And you don't even want to understand what I'm saying. This thing that is happening now, we are raising the alarm so that the whole world will hear and know what is going on. Because when this thing will snowball into a bigger problem, they will look for the Igbo man.
We're trying to prevent it.
They will look for the Igbo man to put it on his head.
We're trying to ensure that it doesn't get to that point.
That's what I'm saying.
Pastor Darlington, as an elder, at this point in time, you know the history, you know what happened way back then. The pains are still there, the wounds are still there, but we've been able to move on. People have intermarried, people have migrated to other states. We're cohabitating. Although politics remains a major issue that destabilizes or puts a fray on our unity. So, in a sentence, what exactly do we do to ensure this doesn't continue? How do we help ourselves as a nation to become united? The president is not the president of a particular region. The president is the president of everybody, every region in this country. He cannot be everywhere. He cannot do it alone. That's why he has governors, he has ministers, he has aides. And even we as citizens have a responsibility to ensure that the country remains united. So, in a sentence, what should be done?
Good. Let us copy what Rwanda did after their genocide. They put certain law that nobody should be called a Tutsi or a Hutu.
Okay.
Is that not true? In America now, do they have tribe in America? An American is an American. Look at those people that have imbibed this culture, where they are. They have moved on. Esther, how do you explain a situation whereby, because of politics, people now call themselves Omale? Bastard.
That is your national radio.
No, is that not what happened? You don't want to say it. That's the problem.
No, you can't say so.
But you had it now. You had it. Is that not what they call Rose Vival? Is that not what they called him? For what reason? Is it an Igbo man that did that? The people that are doing this, call them out, Esther. Please, I don't want people to be call a spade a spade. That's the only way you can solve a problem. The people that are behind this thing, call them out. Call them out and punish them, so that others will learn a lesson. If you don't do that, then you don't want to solve the problem. It's as simple as that. There are people that are very good in this type of thing. You know them. By their fruits we shall know them. Call them out so that and punish them so that there will be peace in Nigeria. But the moment you allow them, Esther, they will continue to work stronger.
All right, let's take reaction. 080-3692-9933, 080-3692-9933. Austin, can I have the phone, please? And the WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338, 0817-1756-338. That is the WhatsApp number. And the number to call is 080-3692-9933. The phone, please. Please, the phone. All right, thank you very much. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening, Esther.
Yes, good evening. How are you, sir?
Good evening, Pastor Darlington. This is John Legend.
John, how are you?
Esther, my sister.
Good evening, sir.
For me, on what I have seen in this Lagos, we don't need to ask ourselves how it is happening because it has already happened to me. Did you know how I lost my shop, my former place? I didn't want to bring it up here, where I was staying in Ladepo before I relocated to where I am today. I didn't want to say it here because of what? Because I was an agent to Peter Obi. I was an agent to Peter Obi after the election. I didn't want to say what they did to me. So let's put that one aside. In terms of this thing we are talking about, we are like a sacrificial lamb. Igbos are like a sacrificial lamb, and we are the only people that are looking for peace. We are the only reason of we are one Nigeria. If there is no Igbo man, I have lived in North. I know what brought me back to East. It's because of this the same thing. They almost killed me in North because I'm an Igbo. That is why when they are talking about this Boko Haram now, I'm surprised because I knew when they started killing Christians in Sabongeri, where we used to go church on 24th of December, on the night, even on Easter, how they used to come and massacre people. So all this is now the Igbos are sacrificial lamb. Take it or leave it. Neither in the north or in the Yoruba land. Thank you.
All right. Again, I don't want the conversation to be stuck towards that. We're trying to move forward, Barrister Darlington.
Want to solve a problem.
We're trying to move forward.
Yeah, the only way to solve the problem.
Because we have endemic issues.
Esther,
we cannot
please.
move on as a nation with these bedeviling issues if we are not united.
Who brought it up? Have we not moved on? That was my question I asked you. Has you ever seen the Igbo man fighting over this nonsense? We have moved on since, but they keep bringing it up. During the election, you saw what they did to us. You are not talking about that. Did you retaliate to tell you that we have moved on? Is that not a practical example of what we are saying? Why are you not talking about it as if the Igbo man is the problem? We are not the problem at all. We are not. If all of them were to be like us, Nigeria will be paradise.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
Good evening,
Esther.
sir. Truth from the town of Injustice.
How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Welcome.
Greetings to Chief Dr. Prophet Darlington Barrister.
Well done, my brother. How are you?
Well done, sir.
Well done.
Esther has make you to talk the way other side today. Don't be annoyed, I beg. That's the word I'm saying, that the truth always is bitter. You are saying the truth.
I'm not a peace lady.
Exactly, because when you speak out the truth, the world, people hate you. They hate truth. That's why the truth is bitter. Darlington, you are helping this country. You are telling the masses the truth, but those who hate injustice, who hate what is right, they will be castigating you,
I don't mind
hammering you. You just continue for what you are doing. My belief is that one day the truth will and God will be with you, okay?
Thank you very much, Truth. Thank you. 080-3692-9933. That is the number to call. The WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. That's the number to send your messages to. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, Esther.
Good evening to you, sir. How are you?
I'm good.
Welcome.
Barrister Darlington, good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
This is Godfrey. Comrade Godfrey.
Calling from where, sir?
Yes, all right. Let me start with Barrister Darlington. Please, Barrister Darlington, I understand the feeling, but just take it easy. We know all of this game. But the problem I have with our analysis is that we are not hitting the point. We are not trying to go to know where the genesis of some of these things, like this division we are talking about, the ethnic, this ethnic drive thing. When did it start? UDP, the government of Obasanjo. Let us forget even the Biafran war and all of that, the military government. But since 1999, Nigeria was restoring itself. You will not tell me that from 1999 to 2015 that there was this much division.
At all.
So we should attribute this thing to APC since they came on board in 2015. That is not all of these things became this bad. So we should always hit it on the nail. We hit the nail on the head, I mean.
Exactly. That's why I'm telling you.
So it is all about APC's strategy. And look at it, what is happening in Lagos here. We have been voting. I have been here since 1998. We have been voting in this Lagos. We have never seen it until 2015 when APC took over power. So we should always know where the problem started.
Don't mind them.
And then coming to...
Hello? All right, Mr. Godfrey, I think it's the network. Hello, good evening. How are you? Good evening, sir. What's your name, please?
My name is Michael from
Your name is?
Michael from
Michael, can you speak louder? I don't know if it's the network. But go ahead, though.
Next time, to say Nigeria problem, Nigeria cannot never be together except we divide ourselves.
Who will divide us?
You can't call here to preach. You can't call on the platform to preach division, please. You can't. I beg you. Be careful. All right? You can't call on the platform to preach division. You can't call and say that. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello? Hello? All right, 080-3692-9933. That's the number to call. And the WhatsApp number to send your messages to is 0817-1756-338. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. What's your name, please?
This is the Prince calling from VI.
All right, please go ahead, sir.
Barrister Darlington, good evening, sir.
Good evening, my brother.
Barrister Darlington, there's something I want to remind them concerning this. A little girl, can you remember a little girl that used ordinary people this campaign poster to fold her exercise book?
Yes.
During the campaign time.
Exactly.
This present campaign time.
Exactly.
And they dismiss that little girl that is not up to 2 years.
I'm telling you.
Because of that effect.
I'm telling you. And
I have been investigating, watching over the consequences, what they are going to do to that principle. Nothing to write home about. All the rest are history.
And these are people
Can
that
they
want to
forget about that?
No, they will not. They will not. That is what we are talking about. And these are people who are preaching unity.
Back again. You see, the Northerners are using them very well. The game strategy, political game strategy to divide South, West, Southeast, so that they will never be in unity.
And when
they
we
will
say
never
it,
come
they say they
together
will not talk.
To oppose them. Do you know that since Obasanjo, even when South, Southeast, Southwest come together in any election and make an input that, in fact, they used to win. Can I come during Obasanjo? Can I come during Yaradua? Can I come during Goodluck Jonathan? And they not are thinking that they have the total number that they could use politically. And if we calculate our 17 states, including the federal capital territory, making 18, you see that we equate it, we make it equal, and they cannot win.
Exactly.
Then why is it that we are allowing the process of being disunited. That is, we are not in unity. They are using the same strategy to put us aside, either south, east, southwest, to make their own gain, to gain us in the political. In fact, I don't really know. This is the time they need to come together. This is the time they need to join together. This is the time to need to bring this kind of game down so that we can do whatever we want to do. Let them sit together. Let them dine together in peace.
All right, thank you for calling.
Some people here will not allow it. They will
Hello,
not.
good evening. How are you?
They will not allow it.
How are you, sir? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, good evening. Sorry for keeping
Good
you.
evening. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Welcome.
I'm fine, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah. There are 6 states within the southwest region.
Okay.
And if I may ask, Esther, aside from Lagos State.
Don't ask me. Don't ask
okay.
me.
A tricky question. Is there any other western state, southwestern state, that this is no man's land is happening? Is there any other state aside from Lagos State?
I wonder.
The answer is no. For you to know there is an agenda, and we shouldn't fall for it. Lagos State is the only place where that phrase, the phrase, the Igbos want to take our land. It's only happening in Lagos State.
Exactly.
And it's been happening not 2023, way back, ever since this Tinubu time, when he was governor. After, whenever he wants to oppose his opposition, that is the phrase. They did it with Imagbaje. The records are there. So they want to spread this across Nigeria, across the southwest, but they've been unable to do that. It's still in the only place where you find this southwest is no man's is Yoruba's land is on social media and Lagos State.
Exactly, that's the fact.
Was there any attack on the Igbos in any other state before, during, and after the election? No.
It's only
so it is only in Lagos. So there's an agenda. We shouldn't fall for it. The Igbo man is not my problem. It's not the southwest problem. The politicians, irrespective of their region, are the problems. They just are kind of part of the part of the elite now. They are quiet about this. You never see them speaking about this. This bigotry up and down.
Yeah,
they won't, because it favors them. They are using this divide and conquer method, just as the colonialists.
But
so there's an agenda. There are agenda
it's
setters,
and it's wrong. It's like you're setting people up. It's dangerous.
That is the only method.
It's not good.
And that is why we must oppose it vehemently.
So that has been the method of Lagos, the party in Lagos since 1999. Go and check. They have no other method. Exactly. They can't compete with any other thing.
Meanwhile, the real people that have taken over Lagos land, though,
they are quiet about it.
They are the ones keep promoting this against the Igbos. You can see now deliberately
there's an agenda
to divert the attention from the real issue.
Of course, to distract. We are busy talking about ethnicity. You can imagine.
No, it's stemming from what former President Olusegun actually said. He made that statement, earlier during the tactical meeting with the Nigerian army, and he raised up this. There's a reason he brought up this particular line of thought. He said that have we not learned from what happened? Disinformation actually caused the civil war. Propaganda, lies. These are the things that caused it. That's where the conversation started.
Those are APC's trademark.
He just
we know that. That's their trademark.
Exactly.
Let's call a spade a spade.
Exactly.
That is the method they've been using in Lagos State since 1999. They have no other method. So they're trying to spread it across. On social media, they've been unable to do that in other southwestern region. It has been Lagos, and Lagos is no man's land. Mbshell, we saw what he did during the election. We saw how they use those area boys. We the Yorubas that are against, they call us bastards.
Exactly.
So those are the facts on ground. They won't stop at it. That is the only method they understand. That's not predictable now. Why can't they look at your guest yesterday? Whenever he's been interviewed, even on Arise TV, he's always like that. So it's not new.
What are you saying?
Go and check all his interviews.
Make him.
So
he's being sponsored.
No, you can't say
of course not.
He's being sponsored.
If he tell you he's not a member of any party,
no, come and let him come.
Allow Remy to talk. It's Remy's time to talk.
More reason I ask you, Esther, aside Lagos State, is there another region within the West that is pushing this agenda? If truly the Yorubas against Igbos, none. Just like your guest also said yesterday, these are distractions by the politicians. That's why they are tribe. This is the only thing they can use to divide us the more. People died in the thousands. This week, that ought to be the national issue we should be discussing.
I'm telling you. Yeah. I'm telling you.
But someone told you wrote a letter to Aneze. See, they want to distract us with so many things.
I'm telling you.
All right.
Every week we different.
Thank you. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello.
Good evening. How are you?
Yes, good evening, sir.
Hello, good evening.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
Welcome.
My name is John.
All right, John, where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Igondo. From Igondo.
All right, John, please go ahead.
What I want to say is that people are not taking what is going now. You see what is happening in the north. It's just a style of they want to what do I call it? They want to go out of Nigeria. Because when Biafra will start, the federal government put out their guns. They are facing the Biafra. Why don't they face the north now?
I wonder.
They want to succeed.
I wonder.
They are doing it. But they instead they tell the federal government to face them. Face them equally. They didn't face them. And this is generating come to the south now.
Exactly.
And you see, if you see when Tinubu got to power, you know they complain that he took all the what did they call it? The party, what did they call the Nepal or something? Defense. He took everything out from the comes to Lagos. Yes, he took everything. That's when they start. They want to succeed, but they are trained. They are fighting. It's about the federal government, the army, face the north. This thing they have questions since. And let me tell you, before the 23 election, there was one pastor. He tweeted in the phone. Everybody in my area, we got that. What do you call it? He said nobody should vote for this APC Tinubu because he saw what, because in the first day that he started distributing a bitter cola. The first day he entered this thing and said four people are raising, and Tinubu is in the first place, and they took Tinubu to be the first person that win that race. And immediately they announced that the word that
hello.
Start distributing bitter cola, and that's what he did the first day he was inaugurated.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I don't know how to attribute what you just made reference to right now. I can't contextualize it, but I think I get your general gist. 08036929933. That's the number to call. 08036929933. Hello. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening, my sister.
Good evening, sir. How are you, sir? What's your name?
My name is Joseph.
Tosin, where's your location, please, Tosin?
From there, Joseph.
Oh, Joseph. All right, Joseph. Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
Yeah, please. I want to thank my able brother, Pastor Barrister Darlington. Thank you. God bless you. Keep it on.
Thank you.
God will continue strengthening you and strengthen my sister Esther.
Amen.
Please, what I want to say concerning these ethnic things people are saying about in this country. We don't want anything that say, let everybody go his own state or go wars. We don't want to divide. What we want is that let the government himself enter to this northern area, Benue State, catch all those people that are killing innocent souls. Do we not have this year Chief of Army Staff, Minister of the Defense, the presidents, the senators, and the House of Rep that are representing people in the federal level, and the idea allow the foreigners to come into this country and killing Nigerians? They are talking about Igbo, accusing Igbo people for nothing. Why all this is happening? Now I heard when you people are discussing about what the Davido said that
we're talking about what stemmed the reaction, the afterward reaction. Somebody made a statement that was derogatory, and referring to the fact that why would Davido want to align himself with the Southeast, and then he came out to categorically say that he's Igbo by blood and all of that, and that's what's generated the whole
that's
situation.
where he made his choice.
I wonder.
That's where he made his choice. God is blind. That's where the love carry him go. What of Igbo people that marry Yoruba women?
Not just the marriage. I think his grandmom is also Igbo, so it's in his family.
Then why they are saying so?
And is he not a successful man?
He's a successful man.
No, is it not the Igbo lady that's behind it?
Please, my sister, for the social media.
After watching this video, now you understand very well what we mean when we say that Nigeria is irredeemable. When we call for the disintegration of Nigeria, you will now understand. There is no plan and there is no way Nigeria will survive in the dish that it is today. And Nigeria continue to deepen into more failure, into more disaster, into more insecurity, and into more economic instability. The earlier we begin to think wisely and focus on the solution, which is disintegration, the better for all of us. It is not a selfish request. It is not just about the Biafran. It is about humanity. If you want to save humanity, you must support the disintegration of the contraption called Nigeria. Divide the country along people that have same value system. People that have same value system. The Oduduwa people, the Middle Belt, the Northerners, and the Southeastern and the Biafrans. That is the only solution. No matter how you try to run away from it, it will continue to haunt you. Thank you, and let's keep watching. Go to comment section and share your comments.